Let's have a look. Let's see. Locked. They don't look friendly. Oh. That's for you. Let's have a look. Oh, much better.
Finally. Finch was already thinking that you want to renege on the agreement. Out with it.
Out with what?
The password. What is it? Password. You say password, then you get in. Understand?
Let's see. What's that? Ah, very interesting. Die. Aha. Die quickly. was that? Let's see. Ah. That's what you get. What's that? Aha. Let's have a look. Bandits. The end. What's that? What's that?
My, a sight for sore eyes. 'Tis not long hence since I heard of you. But the rumors, though young, were obviously true.
What did you hear of me, pray?
A polite warrior who likes to solve problems, no matter how close to death he may come. However, my northern friends found you very helpful.
'Tis my trade. I work for money, not for gratitude.
That is not what I heard. But if you wish to disguise any soft spots in your heart, 'tis not my affair. Tell me, what brings you here?
Curiosity. I always look for employment. It helps me to keep my finger on the pulse of events in the land.
So, you are curious, famed with our society, and skilled enough to squirm out from under the weight of the troubles you encounter. How fortunate.
You begin to see the light, mistress, huh?
Call me Amber. I am personal assistant to Sigius Destris, the 7th member of the Old Council.
Your master seems very preoccupied with his business.
He is not my master. Sigius is exceptional. Even those old geeks from the council could not block his advance to power. The society has never known anyone of his age in its highest ranks.
When I see you, my lady, he must indeed be special. What work do you carry out for him, pray?
Research. Sigius and I follow the ancient legends of the orcs from Gorgamar. We are hoping to find the origins of their belief in Azeral as a savior and messiah. Did you know that the orcs occupied almost the entire continent during the War of the Gods? Their kingdom stretched to the inner gate in Talmont.
'Tis hard to imagine.
Their belief in Azeral brought them here from the lands far in the south, beyond the Drakkar Desert. 'Tis fascinating, and despite the absence of Azeral, they live as if he were among them.
Does this surprise you?
Surprise, fascination, call it what you will. But our work is vital if the Catalonian kingdom is to survive. Besides, there are not many who wish to know more of the orcs.
Aye, people treat them like barbarians. But when you consider their history, 'tis hard not to, I admit.
And how do you treat them?
They are warriors, dedicated to their cause and faithful to their leader. There is hardly any difference between our races in that respect.
Interesting. I was sure you were one of those brainless lumps of mercenary muscle. But when tested, you ring true. Sigius and I have spent much time in a search for someone like yourself. And then you simply wander in here.
Is this a proposal for employment? Or is it simply a compliment, which from your lips is indeed flattering, good lady?
I don't have time to flatter. But the task I have in mind will need much skill and alertness. Mayhap you have those qualities. Speak with Sigius. He knows the facts better than I. However, if you decide to do this for us, it will be entirely at your own risk.
As always.
You are indeed a professional. Excellent. Mayhap my day has not been a complete waste of time. You never had a chance to learn their mythology, did you? There is a surprising depth in it, and that is strange for so primitive a race.
Mayhap they repeat what they have heard elsewhere.
Nay, their beliefs are truly unique. Orc society actually shows signs of sophistication in many aspects, but their social development has returned to a state of near barbarism.
Why is Azeral so important to them?
Orcs must have lived south of Drakkar, but they emigrated suddenly and followed Azeral up here until they had to bow in defeat before the Alliance.
Aye, but before they were beaten, they burned half of the continent.
They just listened to their god. If your god appeared before you and told you to go and conquer, what would you do?
I do not know, lass. The gods do not speak to me all that often.
Orcs wage war until they get what they want.
Obedience to a dead god?
Sigius and I found out that it is desperation. They believe that they are doomed.
A bold statement indeed.
I know. 'Tis fact that their beliefs tell them that Azeral is their only way to salvation.
Why do they think this? They seem to be no more superstitious than we humans.
Have you ever heard of Anilibrism? 'Tis an ancient doctrine, abandoned by most races and civilizations. orcs follow this religiously and blindly.
What is it?
'Twas a common belief long before the War of the Gods that all the deities were born in a spawning place, sometimes called the birthplace. When a new god is born, he may or may not be given the power to give souls to their creations. Azeral was one of the may-nots.
That is indeed strange.
Indeed, but not so far distant from our own beliefs.
If the orcs were created by Aziral, as the legends say, then they have no souls. Good for them. This causes less trouble in life.
One of the orc myths says that Azeral received a mystical vision when in meditation in the desert. Soon after, the orcs left the south and marched here.
Do you know what he saw?
'Tis a mystery, but we hope to learn it one day. Orc legends tell of a great battle at the end of the world. Warriors from all the generations will stand back to back against the ancients.
I do not understand much of this. What does it have to do with Aziral? And who are the ancients?
I would I could explain it to you, but we know one thing beyond all doubt. Orcs believe that only those who have souls will take part in this battle. The rest will be rejected and destroyed for eternity.
Methinks it still does not make any sense to me.
Azeral was born without the power to give souls, but he may be born again. The orcs seek the birthplace of the gods. That was the true reason for the war 300 years ago.
Do you believe in these legends?
The orcs do. According to their myths, they are the only chance this world has to battle evil from outside. But they were not given a chance to serve. Ironic, think you not?
Ironic, aye, but dangerous too. It explains why they are all fanatics.
Orc prophecies are scarce, and 'tis hard to find written records, but sooner or later we will know what drives them. We can only hope that Catalan does not fall before we do. Be cautious.